Hi everyone, welcome to the Liquid Audio Lab. I'm Brian. Thanks for joining me again. So I wanted to do a quick video on what to expect in these jam sessions. I was talking to a young musician recently, and he was trying to wrap his head around exactly what we do. He couldn't quite grasp the whole improv thing, not so much not being prepared, but not having songs or anything like that, and it's just it's instrumental. Like I say, it's all instrumental. He understood why we do it, but he didn't understand the whole format and what to expect when he shows up, or what he's supposed to do, or how just essentially the steps that I take really to prepare for these things. So I wanted to kind of put together just a quick pre, during and post bullets on what to expect during a Liquid Audio Lab jam or session. So during the pre-jam, what I like to do is I organize a date that works for everybody. Once I figured out like who's gonna be part of it, or even I'll just set up a date and see who can be there, or I have a few players in mind, then maybe I just want to fill up the roster with one or two other people. And what I'll do is send out a group text to everybody involved and work on all the logistics, the date, the time, what are you bringing, what are you playing, that sort of thing. Usually we jam just about every day of the week is available for somebody, and I've had jams, many jams on a Monday, Wednesdays, and so on and so forth. Usually Saturdays I use for when I go to a recording studio, a professional studio. It's just better for the lab technician. Oh, I'm sorry, lab technician. I'm the lab technician. For the Liquid Audio Lab. No, I mean the engineer, the audio engineer, recording engineer at these facilities. They're usually available on like a Saturday, so we'll do a Saturday evening for a few hours. And anyways, so the first jam, if it's the first jam for somebody, I like to put them with people that they know, friends, so on, acquaintances, just so they feel comfortable. And then when we've done this a few times, I like to shake it up, get some other players involved, and we can talk about that a little bit later in this discussion. But so once that's all said and done, everything's set. We got the date, we got the time, we got what you're gonna bring, what you're gonna do, all that. Especially since I like to, if we're doing it here, I like to know how to set up the doghouse, my shed, my humble abode of musical instrumental stuff, and just make sure I have everybody's microphone, or if you're going in direct or so on, where I'm going to put you, and that's all the logistics. So that all that stuff is important to know prior to coming here or going to the studio. So so during the jam, obviously you come here, you set up, try to make it quickly because we've already done all the logistics. I like to do sort of a whiskey toast. It's just something that we do that warms the body, gets you in the mood, puts you in the right frame of mind. If you're not into whiskey, I got plenty of other stuff to offer you. Water. In fact, I'm gonna take a sip of water right now because I'm getting a little dry in the mouth region. Soda, beer, whatever I have in the shed, whatever I have in my fridge. So we jam for about 2 to 3 hours. The jams last, each little entity, some people call them songs. I don't like to call them songs because they're not really structured like a song. But they go from anywhere from 6 minutes to 18 minutes. I usually see an average of about around 8 to 10 minutes. It's usually a good jam, and then it's time to move on to something else. I do want to say that when we're playing, you are going to be frustrated. It's just the nature of it, and I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just you might think that you're not playing right, or you don't think you're playing the right thing. But then when you hear back later, you realize, oh, it actually didn't sound so bad. It actually kind of went. If you roll with it as best you can, you know, you really can't go wrong. Plus, it's okay to be, you know, frustrated and get out of your comfort zone and roll with it, because it's not so much about being courageous. It's more about being curious. It's more about experimenting and putting yourself out of your comfort zone. If you don't quite know that time signature, you don't quite know that key or that feel, or rhythm, or that style of play, or whatever, you know, do the best you can. This is where you come and experiment. This is where you come to learn how to do that. You realize, oh, okay, I gotcha, okay, maybe next time something I'll work on, you know, on my own time. But it's how we grow and expand our knowledge and expand our skill sets. And that's really, you know, that's about having fun with music. It's just, you know, sometimes we get in a rut. A lot of times I talk to these musicians and they're just kind of like, oh yeah, I've been in this cover band, or I've been doing this, or I've been doing that. I said, well, why don't we try doing something different? Why don't you come here and just experiment? You know, bring that weird piece of gear that you wouldn't bring to, you know, your regular gig or your regular project. Bring it here and experiment with it. Do weird stuff with it. It's fun, you know. Yeah. So, anyways, so expand your knowledge, expand your skill set, get out of your comfort zone, and just have a lot of fun. That's what we do here. That's what we do. That's what I try to encourage the best I can, and I shake it up. I shake it up a lot. I have a lot of ideas of trying to like mix and match different individuals and different instrumentation and different environments, different stuff, you know, just to shake it up. Anyway, so post jam, after we've done our thing, within a day or two, I should have the audio ready to go, and I post, and I put it on Dropbox, and I provide a link to everybody who participated in that jam, and it's yours. Music's yours. You created it. We created it, actually. It's ours. It's, you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna put it on Spotify and try to make a few bucks, because no, it's not gonna happen. So it's, you know, these one-off little ditties, these little musical entities, they're for everybody. And share them, do whatever you want. I don't give a damn. Also, I started doing video again. So I've had for God, years, you know, I had jams here, and I really wish I had documented it with video, because it would have been so cool. I had so many great musicians in here, and I just didn't. I documented the audio, but I didn't document the video, and I wish I had. So I'm making a conscious effort to video every single one of these jams. It's a lot of work for me. I'm getting a little bit better with it, but it's worth it. It's worth to see this, and it's fun. And I always post it on YouTube. If you subscribe to YouTube, I don't always tell you that I put stuff on YouTube. If you subscribe, it's gonna show up in your feed. And what was another thing I wanted to mention? Ah, fuck. I do that a lot. So I talked about the audio. I talked about the video. Post a few videos on YouTube. Shit, I forgot. Well. Anyways, yeah. After, you know, after we're done, you get the content. I put the content. I release it maybe once a week and kind of stagger it with the other videos from other sessions. So it's not just like, I throw them all out there at the same time. I kind of release them in kind of in a staggered way, so that it just makes it more interesting when this content comes out. Plus it takes time to create these videos, so you got to give me some time. That's just the way it is. My goal, like I mentioned in the previous video, is, I think I mentioned this in the previous video, is to do 2 sessions a month. So that gives us 24 for the year, and you got 24, and you got 3 to 5 videos. It's a lot of content. That's good. That's kind of my goal. I'm gonna try to stick with it. I'm doing pretty good in the last few months, and I just want to kind of keep that rolling and keep doing this stuff. Anyway, so that's what to expect. I think this is I thought this was going to be a short video, but I guess it's going to be long-winded. That's what to expect when you do one of these Liquid Audio Lab jams. And if you have anything to add, or you got any questions or anything like that, I mean, obviously you can reach out to me, or you can just post them in like the comments. And yeah, we can talk about that later. Anyways, so I think the next video I'm going to do is about how to prepare for one of these jams, which is different for everybody. And I'm going to touch upon that. How do you get yourself ready for a jam, an improv jam? Anyways, until next time, I'll see you later. All right, bye.